Okay.
Oh, you said the rope moving already.
Try not to jump up onto it.
Yeah.
Be awesome. Gotta find a good place to look.
Look right in Donald's face. Look deep into his eyes. Okay. Is that because you're having trouble standing?
No, it's just hitting the ground.
Okay, so step up.
It's just hitting the ground.
Okay. Try it from there.
Just trying to get on it.
Okay, cool. Hang on. Don't sit.
Sitting on it's a much better idea. Good?
Alright, cool.
Slippers is a bad idea.
I think standing on it, I would have hit the ground every time and then bounced. And
So, can you just run me back through your calculations? How did you get there? What did you do?
Similar triangles to get an angle.
Okay, so we drew our picture, we converted everything to meters, we did similar triangles on the what? On the vector and the, so the vector was this blue similar triangle, where we found our angle was 9.5 degrees. What was the other similar triangle that we got that one from?
The sides to the middle.
Yeah, we went to the, with the ropes and the lengths, right?
Yeah, it's like an angle.
Okay, so that's how we calculated this angle of 9.5 degrees. Then we split that vector into components, right? So we got the length of that vector times sine theta and the length of that vector times cosine theta for vertical and horizontal respectively. Then what did you do? Where did this come from again?
Set f of y.
Yeah, that was two pieces of the tensions, but which pieces? The horizontals, the verticals?
The vertical forces.
So it's the verticals. So this is the two vertical tensions is the force of gravity. Okay, and then we solved, right? And so we found the magnitude was 2423 watts. Newtons? Okay. What does that mean in your life? Like, what's a Newton feel like? How hard were you guys pulling?
You could divide by 4.4 to get pounds.
Okay, we can divide by 4.4. How about this?
I think it'd be 800.
45 pounds of force.
545?
Or 546.
Divided by 4.4.
Yeah, they said 5.4. What did you get? Got 5.4. About 5.46.
I got 550. Yeah, I got 550. 550.
Okay, we can round. How many of you were there? On each side?
I think it was
7 each?
yeah.
So you guys were each pulling with about
78.
80 pounds of force?
More or less.
Much more or less.
Oops, not 8, 80.
I was probably pulling 100 pounds of force.
Right? Obviously some more, some less. Right? Does that feel like about what you were pulling at?
No reference
Yeah,
point.
like okay, so pulling at 80 pounds of force should feel about like holding 80 pounds in your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The cement bag.
Yeah, like holding a big old bag of cement in your hands,
Yeah.
except with handles.
I mean, you got a big old bag of 50-pound dog food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So more than that.
Yeah, did that feel about right? Like, but some of you, of course, were pulling harder than others, right? Cool.
So
Some of you are clearly taking more credit than others.
And some were using body weight additional to their
Yeah.
pull strength.
So, this 550, this thing, how close were we getting to breaking that strap?
What's it
What's it
rated
rated
at?
That's a 30 kilonewton strap.
30,000. We weren't close.
30 kilonewton.
I don't think we were close.
30,000. Close.
So 30.
No,
We're not
We
even
were
close.
a tenth of the way from breaking it.
We're
So-
way too far away.
This was, right, this tension was on one side,
Yeah,
right?
kind of it, too.
Keep in mind that's balanced on the other side by an equal force, right?
We were a sixth.
So the
away.
rope itself is experiencing 5,000 newtons, so it's getting 5 kills.
So we're sixth.
Yeah, so you're a sixth of the way.
Wait, why is it experiencing 5,000?
So this is just on the one side, right?
Okay.
If the force didn't balance on the other side, the rope would be sliding that way. Right? It was static there. It wasn't moving. And so it's experiencing a tension in that direction and also one in this direction.
So we had 1,000 pounds or 1,100 pounds before we did something.
Yeah, which is why if you play this game with strap that's rated for like holding kayaks to cars, you can pop it.
And then everyone goes,
Yeah, it's actually really exciting when webbing snaps. The tail is, yeah, killer.
mean.
Cool.
I'm sorry,
This,
why is it 2t sine theta again?
so it's 2t sine theta because we have one of these guys, right? Our vertical forces have to add up to 0 because we weren't moving. So our vertical forces are one here, and one here.
Okay.
So all three of those have to add to 0. That one's t sine theta, this one's t sine theta, and that one's 800 newtons pointed in the opposite direction. Cool? So the slackline system set up like this is the only system I've ever seen break climbing gear reliably. Like, you can sit down and make a system that'll break climbing gear with this. How would you make this force larger? Like, how would I expand this number?
You just get a
More
heavier
people.
person.
Yeah, a heavier person, higher tension, right? If I could get this drop smaller in the middle there, you guys
Pull
see
it
what would
harder.
happen to my angle,
Yeah.
right? Goes to 0 pretty fast. What happens as that angle goes to 0?
Tension goes to infinity.
Tension goes to infinity pretty fast, actually. There's a rescue rope system called a high line or a guideline that they use like this, and you can actually break rescue gear this way too, steel beaners and all. So this math does happen. I've sat down and done this math, and you figure out that if you look out from the end of a high line, and you hold your hand out like this, if your declination, right, if that drop is less than about this, you guys see what I mean? Like, from level across the top to where your load is, if you can't see your load from underneath your pinky finger, you're getting to the point where you're going to explode your gear because that force goes to infinity. Cool? Alright.
So would like one way to fix that just to leave your rope kind of loose?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you leave the drop less, right, the force doesn't explode, or you can build it with beefier gear, but you got to pick one.
Right.
And
Okay.
yeah, I've seen crews that don't cognate that.
Keep
Yeah.
cranking.
They're
keep
just like,
cranking, keep
yeah,
cranking.
we'll just crank the heck out of it. This stuff's way overbuilt. You'll just watch it. Yeah, it's really exciting when it shatters actually, because the thing that slips is a knot on one end, and as it slips, it'll start to smoke. It's really exciting.